You've been told Oak Island hides treasure, but it hid human suffering instead. What I'm about to tell you is one possibility, yet a plausible one. The most important fact first: the island never contained gold. 2 centuries of digging have pulled up no precious metals, no jewels, no coin. But the soil itself is saturated with heavily processed, stratified organic matter instead, the kind that reeks of ammonia and death. Potassium nitrate, saltpeter, was the most valuable military substance of the 18th century. Without it, no gunpowder, no musket fire, no empire. Before South American guano deposits were exploited, the British manufactured it one brutal way. They layered rotting flesh, manure, urine, and wood ash into earthen pits. Then they waited. Bacterial decomposition produced nitrate crystals over months of oxygen-starved decay. The process was called the Plantation Method. The people who tended it rarely survived long. Now look at what the money pit actually contains. Oak log platforms at regular intervals. Not floors, but porous grates for fluid to pass through. Charcoal layers serving no structural purpose, but functioning perfectly as filtration media. Putty and clay seals controlling moisture flow between each tier. Coconut fiber imported from tropical latitudes where enslaved laborers processed niter. This is not a vault. It is an underground chemical reactor. That means the so-called flood tunnels were never booby traps. They were intake valves introducing oxygenated seawater to regulate bacterial growth. In 1795, teenage settlers found a depression in the earth. They assumed someone buried something. They lacked the vocabulary to recognize an industrial leaching system. A chemical reactor mistaken for a storage container. The myth calcified for centuries. But consider who built it. The British administration in Halifax needed domestic gunpowder during the American Revolution. They would not have wasted regular troops on toxic, expendable labor. Black Loyalists, promised freedom and land after 1783, were instead forced into unpaid public works. Settlements like Birchtown sat within ferrying distance of the island. Ammonia fumes caused lung disease. Caustic lixivium burned through skin on contact. Life expectancy on known niter plantations was measured in months. Bone fragments and a leather shoe sole recovered from the pit are consistently framed as treasure evidence. They are labor evidence. But the entertainment industry has invested hundreds of millions in the treasure narrative. Acknowledging a saltpeter plantation would collapse an entire franchise. Therefore, the engineered drainage, the chemical residue, the imported tropical fiber, all reinterpreted to protect a story worth more as fiction than history. When the East India Company secured cheaper saltpeter from Bengal, the nitrary was abandoned, filled in, left to flood, eventually mistaken for a mystery. The mystery was never a mystery. It was an erasure, and if the same shipping routes are authentic, at least 3 other Atlantic islands show identical tunnel structures. Do they hold the treasures?